Hello, I am Emily Iyer, and I'm an occupational therapist at IU Health Children's Therapy. Today, we are going to be talking about how to make a weighted lap pad using rice and a sock. So these are some models that you can purchase, but they're pretty pricey. So today we're going to be talking about how to do it yourself. So weighted lap pads can be a variety of sensory needs for your child, such as increasing their attention to task. They can be used for calming, used for increased sitting tolerance, just to name a few. A couple of important things to keep in mind when using anything weighted, including blankets, vests, is that you do not want it to exceed 10% of their body weight. And also remember that sensory things that work for one child may be different for a different child to meet their need. So suggested materials to help target this activity include a large tube sock. Some people have used stuffless dog toys. You need some rice, cherry pits, or beans, and an optional thing would be some essential oils. So with the essential oils, I would suggest using a calming scent such as eucalyptus, sandalwood, vanilla, lavender, something of that nature. Just be sure to make sure that you or your child doesn't have sensitivity to the smell. So the first step we're going to do is get a clean, dry sock. This actually came from one of my mini mismatched socks. So I'm sure many of us have those just kind of laying around, so you can use one of those. So make sure you're opening up the sock and stretching it out. You can use a funnel for this if you need to as well. I don't have one today, but that's also an option. You're going to pour in your rice. You want to make sure to leave some space at the top so you can tie it off. Okay, so next, once your sock is filled, you are going to take your essential oils and put a couple drops in. Kind of squish it around. Okay, so the last step, I am going to tie it off like so in a knot. You could also sew it or use fabric glue or a hair tie to tie it off. If you use a hair tie, I would encourage you to supervise the child with this as they could possibly pull the hair tie off and get the contents inside. So from here, you now have your weighted lap pad, shoulder pad. You can make it a little more sensory tactile by putting it in the microwave or the freezer. If you're putting it in the microwave, I would suggest doing it for 10 to 15 second intervals just to make sure that it doesn't get too hot, as it could possibly burn the child if it is hot. So make sure you're testing it before you give it to your kiddo. So I hope these tips have helped you learn how to make one of these weighted socks, and good luck with your home completion of this activity.